What's good, peeps? It's your boy Eduard Todor. So I was meant to be competing in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu today, but I missed the registration. Long story short, yeah. So instead I'll be coaching my good friend Ivan, or Vanya. He's been in the videos before. He'll be competing in the white belt division. So it should be fun, it should be a good time. Yeah, so we got to get the W, is essentially what I'm saying. So yeah, if you don't know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is basically a grappling art, but instead of like most grappling arts where the goal is to pin your opponent's shoulders to the mat, in Jiu-Jitsu, if your back is to the floor, you're not losing necessarily. So the only way to lose are by points at the end of the match or by submission. So a choke, an arm lock, a wrist lock, that kind of stuff. Basically, you either tap out or you nap out, boy. You're going to sleep. So that's kind of the overview of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But yeah, we should have some fun. Oh yeah, I turned 21 today, so that's cool too. So, I mean, at the beginning, you know, I was super confident in him because he got a mad takedown game. So right there, he scores a quick 2 points, and I'm shouting, watch the arm, because there was an armbar opportunity there. But instead, he goes to north-south and tries to set up his own armbar. So basically, he's attacking his arm. His knees should be squeezing, and I was telling him to squeeze your knees, add pressure, and he's fully extending that arm. But then he wasn't controlling the wrist, and his opponent was able to turn. Now, obviously, at this point, he salvages it for a triangle, but locks it up on the wrong side. So again, the opponent is able to escape, and they're scrambling, and the opponent's trying to pass his legs, and Ivan's able to regard and shoot that triangle again for the second time, but it wasn't really successful. So now they're just in guard. This is a pretty neutral position. Ivan actually has more attack opportunities, and I'm shouting at him to get that armbar. And you know, he chooses to go for a triangle here, but again, it's locking on the wrong side, and it's fully locked up. You can see he's got his feet in a triangle. It's locked up, and he's pulling the head, but the arm is on the wrong side. So he needed to lock it on the right side. His left leg was supposed to go across the guy's neck, and his right leg was supposed to lock down. That's why the opponent was able to escape again. And so now Ivan pulls off a nice sweep, 2 points right there. So he's 4-0 now. His opponent hasn't scored anything, and he's just trying to get past his legs. And I'm shouting, "Pass the guard!" And see, he almost gets swept there. Turns around. That could be a knee bar there, but there's no knee bars allowed at white belt, so he doesn't have to worry about that. And now it's just back to him trying to pass guard, and he's just trying to step around the guy in white's leg. So both legs, the opponent goes for an armbar, but it's way too shallow. He's not going to get it. And so Vanya here, Ivan, he's just trying to get past his opponent's legs right now, and then the timer runs out, and he wins on points. The other guy didn't score anything on him, so even though he could have won that, you know, several times, there was the armbar, there was the locked up triangle, and I think a second locked up triangle. He still ended up winning, even though he wasn't able to land any of those. Alright, so good solid first win, but he looks exhausted right now. It was a really tiring match. He had like grip fights and shit. It was pretty intense. So he won by 4 points, takedown, and the sweep at the end. So good first round. Let's go. This is the second match, and again here, you know, the stand-up part, I'm not too worried, especially in the gi when he has those grips. It's you know, the opponent's coach was shouting, "Hey, watch out for the judo," and boom, right there is when it happens again. So that's an easy 2 points. And again, armbar. He needs to be careful of that in the future, because as soon as he gets that throw, he's used to just stopping the match. But in Jiu-Jitsu, that doesn't mean anything. It's just points. So the opponent's going to try to come back with stuff. And, you know, that's what he does. But he managed to pull his arm out, and now they're in half guard. So again, the number one deal here, Ivan, what he's trying to do is he's trying to get past those legs. You can see his opponent has the legs, kind of locking down one of his legs. It's called a half guard, and he's trying to sweep him. He's trying to reverse the position, and now he manages to get a full guard, which is that neutral position that we're talking about. But the guy on bottom kind of has a lot more attacks from there. So no one's winning here, but the guy on bottom has more attacks, and boom, see, that's what I'm talking about, the sweep, the reversal. Ivan was able to reverse back before the points were given, which was very, very good. And he almost gets caught in a guillotine here. There's a choke on his neck. He said after the match that this was pretty tight, but I managed to get his head out. And now again, I'm telling him, you know, you got to deal with those grips. You got to get the underhook on the right side. So you see how he has his arm underneath the opponent's arm, and that's exactly what he needs to do and flatten him out. But his opponent is kind of crafty, and he's able to re-guard, meaning he can get his legs around his hips back and, you know, gets the position back to neutral. And it's just a battle here. They're just constantly battling to try to get that underhook, try to get his legs free, and to try to get past his legs. The opponent's doing a pretty good job of keeping him there, as you can see. But it does mean that he's on bottom, and with kind of limited in this position with his back on the ground, is very limited in what he can do. Although he's starting to work that butterfly with the underhook, that's dangerous. You can see he's lifting, elevating Ivan up, and creating some space. But Ivan stays tight to him, he doesn't let him stand up, and boom. Now here, he has to watch the armbar. It's a bit too far forward, I yell at him, he pulls it back, and he's safe. Yeah, here, the opponent, if the opponent was a little bit more knowledgeable, he'd probably go for the back take, but instead he goes for that scissor sweep that he's been doing all match long. It's probably his, you know, his technique that he's comfortable with. But so Ivan's able to capitalize on the opponent's mistake and just pass the guard here, and he's on knee on belly, so he gets the points for that. And the opponent re-guards. So again, he's just racking up points. I don't think the opponent's scored any points on him so far. Now he's in some kind of modified, he's in some kind of north-south position. And he falls back to try to get the arm, but it was too premature. He didn't have any control. So he actually loses that position, and he's now in the worst position. Ivan struggling here to try to come back, get the back take. I believe Paolo at this point is shouting at him. Paolo's our coach, shouting him to get the back. And he almost gets mounted there. That was a very crucial moment, but he was able to reverse. And that was right before the points were given out too. So he's actually leading on points right now, but that was pretty crucial because I think that's 4 points out of instantly. Now here, the opponent sinks in a strong leg lock here, and Ivan said he was scared, like he might have to snap his leg right here, but he's able to get over that foot and just escape his hips just in time, and that footlock becomes inefficient, and he's back and playing guard. He tries to stand up, he has to turtle, right? He has to face down, and now his opponent takes the back. That's a very, very bad position to be in, but there's only 5 seconds on the clock, so that timer runs out. Opponent was about to get the points, but even then it doesn't matter because Ivan's leading by 7, so it doesn't even matter. He won either way, but he was able to kind of survive that last few seconds and not get choked from a terrible position, and he wins the gold medal in the white belt division. Congrats. There it is. There's the win. What a match right there. That last match was quite a struggle. The first one, I feel like he made more errors than he needed to, but this second one was a genuine tough battle. So props to Ivan.
The winning. Hey, yeah, bro. Good shit, my brother. Good shit, my brother.
Yeah, almost got caught in the footlock at the end. First fight, almost got caught in the armbar halfway through, but made it happen. Coach said, make it happen, Ivan. Go for the gold. If you don't get the gold, you're taking away your belt. I mean, I've only got a white belt, so that'd be pretty brutal. But that's why I had to make it happen. Made it happen. Feeling good. You're like, armbar, when he had that cross grip.
Yeah.
And I didn't drill it enough. like arm bars from guard, so I wasn't like sharp enough to actually take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a few of those triangle submission like really close as well. Like the first two I think were kind of iffy.
Yeah.
But then the last one that I had was real solid. Like I almost had him.
It's all good, man. People are still going at it.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the medal for the boy, the one and only.
Stand on the podium or like, what up?
Yeah, so it should be fun.
You can tell when someone's
Oh,
winning.
the boy.
Assistant coach at your service.
Hey. What's up, dude? How you doing?
When's Ivan up, though?
Oh, he's already finished.
So yeah, that's about it from me. I know this is a kind of a different video than what I usually make. So if you did enjoy it, do leave a like. It tells me to make more of these, you know. In the last video that I made, so a lot of my kind of older viewers were like, you know, by older I mean people that have been watching me for a long time, were like, do more vlogs, do more kind of things that get, you know, we can get to know you better. So this is a big part of what I do. You know, I pretty much train 4 times a week. So you know, I love it. And if you did find it interesting, or you know, any part of this you found entertaining or interesting or educational, do leave a like. Let's try to hit like 300 likes or something, and you know, who knows, I'll do more vlogs in the future. So I don't really have anything else to say apart from follow me on social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All the links are down below. And as always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one.